A while ago I made a video about the most expensive gaming laptop on Amazon. I promised my viewers to make a review if the video got enough likes. So here is the full review of the ROG Zephyrus Duo 15. This is one of the most expensive laptop you can buy from Amazon at this moment, and in my opinion the best Windows laptop for content creators. Stay tuned throughout this video to find out why. This laptop comes with the best Intel processor and Nvidia mobile graphics that you can buy in late 2020. It has a secondary, touch-enabled dual screen, and it costs a small fortune at $5,600, but it is worth every penny if you know what to do with it. The main reason to get this product is the unique feature that only this laptop has, which no other laptop from any other brand can offer. This laptop has two screens. The main screen is a 4K IPS level display with anti-glare treatment, while the second display is touch-enabled and sits on the keyboard deck. Everything is hidden inside a 15.6-inch form factor that weighs just 2.4 kilos or 5.2 pounds. Because of that secondary screen, the physical keyboard is actually moved to the front of the laptop. Doing so has two advantages. First, your keyboard is moved away from all the hot components that usually sits in the area just below the panel. Secondly, this increases your typing comfort as your wrists are not resting toward any sharp angles on the laptop. In addition, ASUS also ships a palm rest cushion inside the box. Speaking of angles, this brings us into the second highlight of this laptop. When the secondary screen is elevated, it also allows for better air intake, as it creates the possibility to place fans directly under the display. ASUS calls this Active Aerodynamics System, or AAS+. It's a clever way to integrate the cooling solution into the product design thinking. With this solution you can improve thermals, boost the performance, while reducing noise at the same time. The laptop has a metallic housing and the whole package feels extremely sturdy with minimal flex. ASUS is generally known for great build quality on their gaming laptops, and this flagship product is of course top of the line when it comes to the build. The keyboard has per-key RGB lighting, which means that each key can be individually customized to show off different colors. This can be done with the Armoury Crate software that ships with the laptop. It has a decent key travel, and each keystroke feels distinctive and clear when you are typing with this keyboard. It doesn't have mechanical key switches that can be found on more expensive gaming keyboards, but considering the form factor and the thinness of the laptop, I think they have done a good job with this design. It also supports N-key rollover, so you can press down an infinite number of keys at the same time, and it will register all your keystrokes. To the right side of the keyboard there is the onboard mousepad. The placement of the mousepad isn't in your normal position for laptops. It may take a while to get used to this position. The mousepad has a built-in digital numpad, which appears when you press a button on the keyboard. When the digital keys are activated, you can't move around the cursor as the entire area is now locked to function as a numpad. Pressing the key again will revert this back to normal. Speakers on the Zephyrus Duo 15 is pretty good. It has two 4-watt speakers with ASUS Smart Amp technology. The sound coming out of this laptop is loud and clear. Following the latest trends of all ASUS gaming laptops, the Zephyrus Duo 15 doesn't have a built-in webcam. Instead, it comes with slim frame bezels, which gives an immersive experience for gaming and productive related work. On the right side you will find two USB ports that supports USB 3.2 Gen 1. A single USB 3.2 Type-C port that supports Thunderbolt 3, DisplayPort 1.4, as well as USB-C charging. On the left side there is a headphone jack, the standard microphone port, and a power port for charging the laptop. The backside houses HDMI, a gigabit Ethernet connector, and another USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type A port. Although this laptop isn't primarily about specs, it still packs some of the best hardware you can buy today. It comes with two CPU options, either a 10th Gen Core i7 processor or Intel's top-of-the-line Core i9 CPU. For the graphics, it has either a Nvidia RTX 2070 Super Max-Q or an RTX 2080 Super Max-Q inside. But the highlight is of course the display. The primary display has a 4K resolution, and it is extremely bright at 400 nits. It has excellent color representation and accuracy, supporting 132% sRGB and 100% Adobe RGB color gamut. The panel is Pantone validated and supports G-Sync. The secondary touchscreen has a resolution of 3840 by 1100. It doesn't get as bright as the main panel, but for the purpose it is sufficient. This display setup is the best I have ever come across on a gaming laptop in terms of overall experience. The SSD is also the fastest I have ever encountered. With a RAID 0 configuration, the speed of the SSD is boosted considerably. Copying 320 gigabytes of data with more than 6,000 files from a Samsung T5 external SSD to the Duo 15 took less than 14 minutes. My version has the i9 CPU, 32 gigabytes of RAM, and Nvidia 2080 Super Max-Q graphics. I used Cinebench to test the CPU performance. The i9 processor scored 1,800 points in multicore for the Cinebench 15 test, and close to 4,000 points in Cinebench 20 multicore. When it comes to gaming, all tests were done using the latest Nvidia drivers and all games were set to the highest graphical presets, which in most games will be the ultra settings. My version has the 4K panel, so I tested all games with VSync disabled at both 1080p and 4K resolution. If you are interested to see the results, come back to this section after watching the whole video and click on the card that is showing on the top right corner. With so much performance under the hood, it is expected that the laptop will generate a lot of heat. Most of the hot air is being pushed out through the backside of the laptop, so you don't really feel it. However, under heavy loads such as gaming, you can definitely feel some heat in the keyboard section too. The overall noise level is acceptable considering all the power that ASUS has managed to pack into the Duo 15. In turbo mode, I registered around 45 decibels, and in silent mode only 32 decibels. With a 90 watt-hour battery capacity, the laptop would last between 2 to 6 hours, depending on the actual usage, and whether you have the secondary screen turned on or not. The 4K panel option will also eat more battery life compared to the 300 Hz Full HD panel. The laptop that I reviewed today is the flagship gaming laptop in ASUS's ROG lineup, and the best laptop I have tested so far for my personal use. Bear in mind that no laptop is perfect. Cons for this laptop would be its relatively short battery life, and that it weighs slightly more than your average 15-inch laptop. However, these are trade-offs that can be improved over the next few years. This is a first-generation product from ASUS, and I am super excited to see how they will improve this concept further in 2021 and beyond. Perhaps with an AMD CPU or refinements to the hinge mechanics. There is no denial in the fact that this is one of the most innovative laptops this year. If you are into content creation, game streaming, or anything that would benefit of having a secondary screen, then this ASUS laptop is hands down the best Windows gaming laptop you can buy. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and let me know if this laptop is sold in your country and how much it costs. Post your questions down in the comments, and please like and share the video to your friends. Your active support, comments, and questions is really what keeps me going to continue to produce more content. This review has been a lot of fun to make, and I hope to see you all again in the next video, here on the Gen X Reviews channel. Take care.